What's good, y'all? What's happening? It's HO, whatever hunger, come back at y'all with another one. But ain't answer the phone, what's happening? That's me. Listen, this video is going to be about my thoughts over the last couple of days since I uploaded my last video. My last video, I was talking about it's hard to encourage yourself and be your own cheerleader. Baby, it ain't for the weak, okay? And so ever since I uploaded that last video, it's been a couple of days since then, and I really been in deep thought. And so this video was like going to be thought-provoking, and it's going to just be me telling my thoughts of how I've been feeling over the last couple of days since that video. So right now, I'm in a very foggy headspace. I'll be honest. Despite the fact this channel is faith-based, this is a faith-based YouTube channel where I talk all things Christ. I talk about God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, the Holy Spirit the Comforter. I am a Christian. So this is faith-based Christian content. But just because I do faith-based Christian content does not always mean I'm going to upload happy content. No. And this is one of those videos where I ain't really upbeat. And I'm about to tell you why. So, since that last video I uploaded, it's hard to encourage yourself and be your own cheerleader, which it is to me. It ain't for the weak, but you got to do it anyway. So I've just been pulling on. It's like asking God for his strength, but I have not really been praying these last couple of days like I should have. I haven't really been reading my Bible like I should have, because I mentally right now, these last couple of days, I just mentally could not lock in. I just couldn't lock in. And I was very emotionally these last couple of, my words getting tongue-tied. I have been very emotional these last couple of days as well. So I have shed a couple tears because the realities that I have had to accept these last few days have been very harsh realities. So, I'm going to give y'all a few harsh realities that I had to accept over these last couple days. The first harsh reality I had to accept was it's hard for me to pray for family members I don't like. I didn't know that. I'm not going to lie. And I thought that I had just made a conscious choice to just not be around certain family members. Like, oh, I just don't want to be around them, and I just don't want them to be around me. There's no beef. It's just that when you have certain family members in your family, you just like, wow, you have such trifling ways. But I thought I had accepted, like, oh, I just, that's just a trifling auntie. I just don't want her and her trifling ways around me, and I don't want to be around her. But I never concluded that I don't want to be around her because I don't like her. I didn't know that. That was a harsh reality for me to accept. I say that because me and my mama and my sister, we do a daily family prayer. And we pray for our entire family every morning. But these last couple days, I just ain't been feeling it. I would tell my mom, I'm like, can y'all just carry this prayer? Because I'm mentally I can't lock in. And that's when it dawned on me, you can't lock in, Asia, because you don't like these family members you're praying for. Whew. That was tough. That was real tough. It's not going to change the fact that I have to pray for them. I just have to now pray harder for myself and keep myself on the altar before Christ to now get dislike for these family members out of my heart. Now that I'm aware of it. That was a harsh reality. A second harsh reality I had to accept was I have to walk this journey out with Christ by myself. By myself. And that was a harsh reality for me to accept because it's very tough. It's very tough. This walk with Christ, it ain't for the weak. It really ain't. Like, you really got to be built for it tough. You got to know that Jesus Christ is Lord to the glory of days. You got to know that God sits on the throne. You have, like, your faith has to be so built up to the point where you know, whew, I got knocked down, but I got to get up. Some people get knocked down and don't get up. I've been in that place. But I knew I had to get up because I could not afford to stay knocked down. These last couple days, I didn't get knocked down. I didn't get knocked down. But the harsh realities hit me so hard, it made me stumble. Where I had to put my hands on my knees and catch my breath. And I said, God, when I come up for air, I got to keep going. And that has literally been my thought process is, despite, you have to keep going. You got to keep going. I have no other choice but to keep going. Harsh reality. My mama not going to walk this journey out with me. Selected family members that I talk to, they're not going to walk this journey out with me. I have to do it on my own. In my alone time, I have to do that on my own. My third harsh reality I had to accept was I have to get off the telephone. I have to decrease the amount of phone calls I receive, which is not a lot, because I talk to the same people every day. My mama, my niece, that's it. But more so my mama. Again, there's no beef. I don't have beef with my family. It's just harsh reality for me is because you have to walk this journey with Christ out on your own, you have to get off the phone. Don't call them. The time you would spend on the phone talking to them, put that time into talking to Christ. And then I had to accept I was on the phone with them so much is because I was distracting myself from knowing I had to accept the fact I had to walk this journey out with Christ out on my own. I was distracting myself. I knew, like, why are you distracting yourself? You know you're going to have to walk this journey, but the harsh reality, like I said, is walking it alone. So being on the phone with my mama or being on the phone with my niece, to me was like, I have company along this journey. And you don't have company. You're just distracting yourself because you want company. And through this next season, you ain't got no company. It's you, Christ, prayer, Bible. You, Christ, prayer, Bible. That's it. That's it. A fourth harsh reality I had to accept was, stop telling people what I am doing. Okay? Like I said, I don't talk to a lot of people. But the few I do talk to, they ain't got to know what I'm doing. As long as I know I'm doing these things, that's all that matters. And a part of me had to accept that I was telling people these things is because I was low-key looking for a validation from them to say, oh, your YouTube channel, you're doing good at that. When I knew that's not how they felt. Because they have expressed what I should be doing with my channel. Oh, you should be doing this. You should be doing this. Or you can do this better. Or you need to edit your videos. I've already expressed I'm not the best at editing. I don't know how to edit at all. I downloaded CapCut. I'm learning. But just because I don't know how to edit is not going to stop me from uploading the video. I just have to start where I am. And where I am is connecting my iPhone to a tripod, hitting record, talking, uploading it to YouTube. I ain't got no thumbnail, fancy thumbnail. I don't have an intro or outro. I don't have none of that because right now my mind is not focused on that. Will I get there? Possibly. Possibly. But I'm not going to let that distract me from uploading content or just being consistent with my YouTube channel. And that's what I was low-key looking for, was validation from them to say, oh, you're doing great and stuff like that, when I knew the whole time that's not how they felt anyway. But a part of me wanted it to be different. And then it was wanting validation from people that's not even doing nothing themselves. Isn't that terrible? Not even doing nothing themselves. Whew. That was a harsh reality for me to accept. Get off the phone. Stop receiving phone calls. And stop receiving phone calls. That's it. Get off the phone. The fourth harsh reality I had to accept was knowing that not even your kids is going to support you or believe in you neither. I had to accept that because I was like, well, you know, I got twins, they're 17. The youngest twin, he's really active on social media. He know how to do a little bit of editing. I could just ask my son to help me edit videos. So I walked in his room. I'm like, hey, trying to do this YouTube thing, really trying to be consistent at it. I really feel like I found my niche. Can you help me edit my videos? He politely looked at me in my eye and said, get somebody else to do it. I said, okay. And I said, well, why? He said, because I don't want to. I said, well, I will pay you. I'll pay you. You know, so it's not for free, thinking money will motivate. And he looked at me again and he said, no, keep your money. I don't want to do it. And so sometime I asked him again. He said, okay, give me $10. Which I was like, if that's your price, thinking like, oh, maybe he just cut me a deal because I'm his mama. And he never ended up doing it. Which in the moment to me sounded like sarcasm. Like, okay, yeah, I'll do it for $10. And whole time I was like, was it sarcasm? Which hurts even more. And some people may say, well, he said he didn't want to, but again, it don't mean it hurt any less. I'm not gonna lie, my feelings was hurt because I automatically thought that I'm your mom, you're my son, you can help me. Especially if I'm offering to pay, you can help me. And I later found out that it wasn't that he didn't want to help me. Let me will that back. I later found out he didn't want to help me because he did not believe in my YouTube channel. He did not believe in my overall niche of faith-based Christian content and the way I'm delivering the stuff. He thought it was stupid. And he was like, no, I don't. I later found that out. Which hurt even more because I was like, I'm really, really trying here. Like, I'm really trying, right? And I got to a point where cutting out excuses. There's no excuse, Asia. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. So I didn't let that deter me from uploading YouTube videos. I was like, whatever. So, but he would text me like editing videos and how to edit. And I'm just like, I never asked you to send me editing videos. I can look up editing videos myself on YouTube. I asked you if you could assist me in that department until I learn how to edit, or when I get to the point where I can now focus on editing videos, or whatever you're doing, whatever level of editing he's doing, I'm like, well, just teach that to me. Then I don't have to come bother you anymore, and then I can just do it myself. No, he thought it was stupid. That's why he didn't want to edit my videos. He thought it was stupid. And it hurt my feelings. So let's not pretend as parents that our kids don't hurt our feelings. Because they do. I'll admit it. It hurt my feelings. It sure did. It sure did. It did. It really did. That he thought it was stupid. So yeah, those are the 4 harsh realities that I had to accept. And they were staring me in the face. They actually like hit me in the face, slapped me in the face. They were so close to my face, I had to accept it. Like, whoa. Let me take my time and accept what's going on. And when I took my time to analyze all of my harsh realities, it literally brought me to tears that Jesus is my help. Not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm like, Okay. Okay, God. I see it. I thank you for bringing it to my attention. And I'm just going to accept it all. Continue to do better. Continue to be better. Continue to accept people for the place that they're in. And accept people for who they are. Even my kids. Even my kids. And that's that. So I'm walking this journey with Christ out alone. And that's okay. That's okay. It's not a bad thing. I appreciate God for revealing the truth to me, giving me the truth. And these last couple of days, my strength has not been there, but I've been pulling on God's strength, requesting God to give me his strength. I have really been like mentally out of it these last couple of days, emotionally out of it. I've been crying a lot, and I have been just very silent these last few days. Just processing it and taking it all in, and knowing that tomorrow is Sunday. And that is how I'm going to start my week off, with implementing all of my harsh realities, so I can have a better week. And that's that. So I'm going to be, now that I've accepted those harsh realities, and I'm like, whatever, my channel is my channel. I cannot focus on several social media platforms at one time. I just can't. I'm not that person who can do that. So I'm going to focus on YouTube first, being consistent with YouTube first, and then slowly add another platform. And then slowly add another one. Slowly add another one. Until I have a nice, consistent balance on all social media platforms. That's that. So, thank y'all so much for listening. Doing these YouTube videos, they really honestly make me feel better. They honestly make me feel better. And always remember, if God be for us, who can be against us? I hope this video has helped somebody, because it helped me. And it's my video. Until next time, y'all stay safe and be blessed.